So I'm day number 3 in this program that I started. It's a mentorship program. That is something that I am positive that I attracted into my life. It's so amazing. It's right on time. It's waking me up. I cannot wait to see what the future is going to look like. I love being a part of the journey. The journey is awesome. I'm a little upset with myself because I'm so excited. I should be asleep so I can go to work in the morning. I should have done my journal. I'm going to do it. I'm not tired. I just feel like I'm going to talk myself and make videos or just stay up thinking and make myself tired. But I'm not. I'm going to get on it because that's what I'm going to do with all this energy, because I wish the whole world could feel this. I'm going to tell you one of the most amazing things that I realized about how a trick has been played on us to this extent. Like, because we're powerful.